Hello, my friends. How are you? I wanted to take just a minute to tell you about my tarot workshop coming up on Friday from noon to 1. And it's going to be super fun and awesome and kind of a respite, fun break for you to perhaps learn about something new, to play with cards, to just really kind of sink into a different kind of experience. I'm doing this in response to lots of women in our community, including my clients, who have asked me to go into a little bit more depth about how to do tarot readings and what the tarot is and what it means. And I am going to do just that for you. And I would say that the most important thing with using any cards is that it is really all about your experience of what the cards are showing you, right? So, yes, there are meanings in every book, but, looking into your cards and looking at your readings and beginning to be a storyteller through the cards. And for me, I find that so exciting because as a therapist, I hear stories all of the time. And we're really working on rewriting these stories and empowering people to really experience themselves in a very different way. And so there is so much magic and play that can come from both oracle cards as well as the tarot. The tarot is actually very similar to playing cards. I've been reading about it more in depth recently, and nobody's exactly sure when it was developed. But it was meant to be a game created by wisdom keepers. They say the Rider-Waite tarot, which is the sort of the original type of tarot, was from the 13th or 14th century in medieval Europe. And since then, there have been a ton of different kinds of tarot decks that have come out, but they use a lot of the same archetypes. Now, modern day tarot readers and creators have done more of a modern, more feminist spin on it, because a lot of the early tarot decks were very kind of I don't want to say patriarchal in nature, but male focused, if you will. Even just the way that women are looked at structurally. And so some of the decks that I enjoy the most really celebrate women and really have a focus, particularly if you look at decks that really honor goddess culture, that really value both the community as well as the individual. So anyway, going back to the tarot and how it was formed, was that these wisdom keepers, who were actually thought of as storytellers, healers, visionaries, they knew that things were going down in terms of being dominated by other cultures that really would not want their kind of wisdom around. And so instead of writing it in texts where, it could have been potentially destroyed, as many intellectual works were, or earth-based cultures when things were moving in a different direction, they decided to make it a game, and it was more easily passed down that way. So creative, so cool. And so that is one of the stories about how the tarot began, which I really like. And just like a deck of playing cards, it's very cool because the tarot has 4 different suits, which are based on spades, which are swords, and the element of air. Wands, which are fire and represented by, I believe, hold on, are clubs. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Diamonds. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I've been home with my kids a lot. So wands, which are represented by fire and are typically diamonds. Hearts, which are cups representing the emotions and water. And earth, which are clubs, and representing, obviously, like I said, the earth, and that sense of groundedness, things like money, security, things that are tangible and that are made manifest in the world. So it's very cool because, you know, most people can understand playing cards. Now, you know, there's deeper meanings which we can go into in the workshop, as well as what they call the difference between the major and the minor arcana, which I'll explore too. But what's awesome is that it really empowers you to become much more of a creative storyteller in your life and much more in touch with the wisdom that lies inside of you, because we all need that, especially right now when it just feels like things are so stuck, and that, you know, we're really searching for a connection with our higher wisdom as well as with source energy. And lots of us don't exactly know how that is, but really being able to connect with a sense of the mystery and being asked for signs and greater understanding is truly something that feels comforting and connected and grounding all at the same time. And so the tarot is a really beautiful way to develop a different kind of practice with yourself. So I'm super excited to share it with you, and I hope to see you at noon on Friday as we unlock more of the secrets of the tarot and your intuition. Have a fabulous day. See you later.